Okay, so for this first recipe, we're going to look at the Belkin WeMo switch. This is I suppose your garden entry point to IoT. This is a Wi-Fi connected plug socket. It comes with a companion app on iOS and Android, which I can just show you on here. So you install the app from the Play Store, or you install it from the Apple Store. You get the WeMo app. And basically, when you connect it in, you can see it's not detected at the moment because it's not plugged in. So you connect it to your Wi-Fi network, plug the switch in, and then you can control it from this companion app. So as a first point in time, let's see how that works. Okay, so there's my Belkin Wi-Fi switch, and it's now on the Wi-Fi network. And there's my companion app, which I can't get into focus, which has got the actual switch installed on it. So we have here is a desk lamp. What we're going to do is we're going to plug the desk lamp into the Wi-Fi switch. Okay, so our trigger action should be turning the switch on. So if I press the switch, by the power of the internet, the lamp comes on. Turn the switch off, lamp goes off, lamp goes on, lamp goes off. So our API enabled internet function of connecting our desk lamp to our Belkin WeMo switch. It's pretty cool. It's kind of your bog standard basic Internet of Things. But how could we do something a bit more complicated using a trigger? So here we've got IFTTT, so if this then that.com, and this is a platform that allows you to create recipes on the internet to fire triggers against different devices. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and create a recipe to do something a little bit more interesting with the lamp. So I'm going to if this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a trigger channel. So the trigger for my recipe is going to be Twitter. So if I start to type in twit, there we go, there's Twitter. Now I've connected this account to my Twitter account, and you can see these are all the different triggers I can use with IFTTT. So a new tweet by me with a hashtag, a new tweet by me in an area, new followers, new links, new mentions of me, new favorite tweets, things like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire a trigger tweet against a hashtag, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a hashtag. So my hashtag, let me just get hold of a hashtag, and I do V on that, and my hashtag is going to be DC for Digital Chef. So what that means is every time I create a tweet with the hashtag DC, that's my trigger. It's going to go onto Twitter, which again, Twitter's got nothing to do with the Belkin WeMo switch at all. All we're doing is building recipes using the API tool. So there's my trigger, and then that. So what do I want to do when the tweet happens? So this time I'm going to look in the lots of actions and see if I can find one for WeMo. Right, okay, so it has a WeMo. Belkin basically published the APIs for their products to IFTTT, so you can use those. So there's the WeMo switch. So I'm going to select that, and I've again integrated my WeMo switch with my IFTTT account. So I've got an action for turn on, turn off, turn on then off, turn off then on. So toggle on and off. So maybe what we'll do is we will toggle on and off based on that. So that's what switch. Pick the switch I want the trigger action to fire with. WeMo switch, and I'm going to create the action. So there's my new recipe. If a Twitter with the hashtag DC hits Twitter, then toggle the WeMo switch on and off. So I'm going to create that recipe. There we go. The recipe is now created. So there's a recipe created. So if I now go on a different device, and I go to my iPhone, and I bring up Twitter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new post, and the post is going to say test hashtag. The hashtag is going to be DC. So there's my tweet with hashtag DC. I'm going to tweet. That should have now hit Twitter. Yep, there's it in Twitter. There's my desk lamp. So let's go and bring Twitter up in my browser at the same time. So there's my tweet. Now what should happen is the task itself in IFTTT should run and check, basically the triggers fire sort of every couple of minutes to check that recipe. So if I just check the recipe now, make sure it's working. There's my lamp, come on. Excellent. So my recipe worked. So I've just now turned on my desk lamp, which is an integrated Wi-Fi Belkin switch, by sending a tweet to Twitter.